Hello, I'm Stephen Cooley, and welcome to Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. On today's show, I'm very excited to have Dr. Linda Conley with me on today's show.
Good morning,
welcome
Stephen.
to the show.
Hi.
And Dr. Conley is with Catawba Animal Clinic right here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And for those who know me personally, I have two loves of my life, my daughter and my dog. And so I love having folks on here to talk about our pets. As you know, in the past, I've had animal rescue people on the show and things like that, so it's a true honor to have you today.
Thank you.
And since it's a real estate show, I wanted to chat today, Dr. Conley, about moving with pets and getting your animals used to new surroundings and things like that. It seems like, and I don't know why, but it seems like every client we have today has an animal, usually a dog or cat, and they love them. They love them like children. So let's start off by if you're getting a pet and you have a home, or if you're moving into a new home and you're going to get a pet, matching the house and the pet. I know that's huge.
Correct. Some of the things that you need to look at if you're getting a new pet is, will the pet fit into the environment? If you have a very small condo, it's probably not a good idea to have a very huge dog that's high energy, that needs lots of running around. Conversely, if you have lots of space, you may not particularly want a little tiny indoor-only dog. So you need to kind of tailor the environment and the pet so that they'll match and that they go together. And other things that you need to consider if you're doing it the other way around, conversely, you have a pet, you're looking for a new home. You know, is your pet older? Does it have arthritis? So would linoleum floors or hardwood floors be harder for them to maneuver on? Are there a lot of stairs and they'd have trouble going up and down stairs? Is there a pool in the backyard that they could accidentally fall into? Is it fenced versus not fenced? If you have an outdoor dog, is there a place to put a pen in the yard? Are there a lot of poisonous plants in the yard that, you know, if you have somebody that chews or digs, that could be a problem for the pet? Those are the types of things you need to look for in the environment and in the house, in addition to the pet size and your pet itself.
Right. And dogs especially, originally, they were bred for specific purposes. And so if you were putting a dog used to herding sheep on a 17th floor condo and caging it for 18 hours, that's going to be an unhappy pet.
Probably.
And you're going to have problems.
Yeah, the environment doesn't fit the pet's needs.
Absolutely. So I really encourage people to think about that when you're getting a pet, is matching the pet to the home and the space you have and your lifestyle, because there are all kind of different breeds out there that match pretty much everything you're looking for. So, okay, so I am a buyer. I'm moving from Kansas City to Rock Hill, South Carolina. I've got cats and dogs. What's the best way to introduce the pets to the new place?
Okay, there are several different things that you can do to help out. It actually starts before you arrive. You've picked out the house, you've purchased the house, and you're coming to the new house. When you're packing up and you're getting ready to leave, what's important is to try and keep one room as close to normal as possible so that they feel comfortable. And pack up the rest of the house, but try and keep the animals in the one room and try and keep them comfortable. When you're moving, if you're going from Kansas to Rock Hill, it depends on whether you're driving or flying. If you're flying, you may need health certificates, you may need copies of vaccine records, you're going to need a bunch of things for the airlines. There's also going to be a difference as to whether, if you're flying, if the pet goes with you in the cabin versus if it has to fly underneath. If you've got multiple pets, they're going to be flying underneath. My recommendation for that, I commonly tell owners that are flying with pets that you need to treat your pet like a carry-on and walk them out to the gate and have them red tagged in their carrier at the gate so that they go down with the strollers and that sort of thing. They're the last on, they're the first off. You pick them up at the gate and then you go to the next gate with them.
What an incredible idea.
As opposed to having them go with the luggage at the front door, okay? That way the pet's with you as much as possible for the trip.
You know, when I get out my suitcase, my dog gets in it. They know,
Yep.
don't they?
Oh yeah, my cats get in the suitcase.
They know you're leaving them. They know what's going on.
I had one that even put his toys in the suitcase. So,
So when you get the pet, well, the last part of that is, should you contact your vet you're leaving?
Exactly.
Okay.
They will get you a copy of the records You're going to need to talk to your veterinarian if your pet's on medications. You're going to need extra medications because it's going to take you probably several weeks to unpack and take that deep breath and find a new veterinarian. So in the meantime, you've got to have enough medicines to get through to help your pets, whether that be heartworm preventatives, flea preventatives, heart medications, whatever's needed to keep your pet happy and healthy for that period of time. So all those things need to be discussed with your current veterinarian. Then when you get to the new home, same type of thing. You move into the new home. Beforehand, if you have time, you might want to prep the home. You might want to steam clean the carpets, whether they're new or old. I've had a couple of animals over the years that had allergic reactions to brand new carpeting because of the chemicals that are used for the stain resistance. And once we used hot steam water to clean the carpets, the problem went away. Older carpets may have other pet stains from the previous owners, and you're going to want to try and get those cleaned out as best as possible. So, cleaning the house beforehand can be very important and very helpful for your pets. When you move in with your pets, again, try to set up one room as normal as possible, as quickly as possible, and then put the pets in that room with, if they're cats, with their litter pan, food and water, if it's a dog, with their favorite toys and their fluffy and their blankie and their stuff, so that they can feel comfortable. And then what I recommend doing is, as you're fixing up the house, you can open that door and let them come out and explore the house on their own, and then go back. So that's their safe room or secure room.
What a great idea.
So that can be very helpful for the pets. If you've got kitty cats that go outdoors and you're new to the neighborhood, and this is a big move for them, cats don't deal with moves very well. So I usually recommend keeping them inside for at least a couple of weeks with a litter pan, food and water. Now, if they're an outdoor kitty and they don't like litter pans, worst case scenario, they're not wanting to use it, you can add a little bit of potting soil to the litter pan to try and simulate the outdoors and get them to use the pan. But keep them in until they're used to their environment. They know where their food and water is, they know where mom and dad are, and there's less likely a chance that they're going to run off after that point in time. So then you can open up the door and let them go out to the environment after a couple of weeks, but they need to get secure with where they're at first.
And probably don't drop them off at the house and leave them the very first time.
Correct.
Stay home with them.
You're probably going to want to be at home with them for, the first few days or so, until they start to feel secure with the environment. It takes a few days to adjust.
Great information. And if you're moving here or looking for a wonderful animal clinic, and I just have to say wonderful because you've treated Stella amazing over the last 7 years. And so please contact Catawba Animal Clinic, and Dr. Conley, if you'll tell folks how to reach the office there so they can make an appointment and bring their pets in.
Sure. Catawba Animal Clinic's located on India Hook Road. Our phone number is 803-366-8188, and you can also reach us at catawbaanimal.com.
Thank you so much for being on today's show. Hopefully that helps all of you with pets who are thinking about moving. We've got beautiful homes for sale on today's show. Please stay tuned, and we'll be right back. I hope you've enjoyed watching the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. If you're interested in advertising your business on the program, please give us a call at 803-326-2777 or send us an email at ask@makeitlocal.com. Join us next week for more discussions on real estate topics and help in finding your perfect home. Thanks for watching.